I am always down for a story trade. And this is part 93 of Write My Commenters as if they were in Glassheart. M, this is my story for you, and I hope you enjoy it. Love comes in all forms and finds us in the most unlikely places. Your life seemed to be over the day you were chosen for the thinning. The days of running free in the grove with the commune are gone, leaving you stuck in an electee's garden. It's hard living outside the grove with your tree out in the open. As an electee hob, you were cleaning the villa and keeping the plants healthy and vibrant. At night, you curl up in your tree, dreaming of your time in the grove. Years go by, each day blending into the next in a chorus of monotony, watching the electee actually live their lives while you only get to exist in their world. The only break in your life is when the youngest daughter comes to visit the garden. She is interested in the flowers and always shares her lunch with you. The two of you grow close over the decades. She always finds a way to come see you, and you always make sure her flowers are in full bloom. When she is around, all troubles of the day melt away. You don't see yourself as just existing. In the time you spend together, you are truly alive. One night, while laying in the garden together, the tension finally broke. Neither are sure who said it first, but once it was all said and done, you both shed tears of joy. In all of this mess, you finally found connection, love, and family. The celebration was short-lived. A hob and an electee in love? If word got out, it would destroy you both. You speak about running away together, but it seems impossible. Your tree has long taken roots in the garden, your life tied to this villa. Without taking the tree with you, you would never be safe. For now, you bide your time until you can both safely leave the city and start a real life together. I hope you've enjoyed this story, and if you'd like me to write one about you, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Well, thank you very much, and I wrote for one for you as well. Part 94 of Write My Commenters as if they were in Glassheart. Yoshi, please enjoy the story. Nature versus nurture. Not many creatures call the Agrava Desert their home. The harsh climate and ferocious predators have left this place a barren wasteland, a place of scarcity. That still doesn't stop you from wanting to explore and study those beasts adaptive enough to thrive out here. Only an electee can operate the skiff for hours on end. You use your skiff to soar over the desert and find specimens for your collection. From Canards to Goros, your villa is filled with all the beautiful creatures that your journey had to offer. It takes a lot of work to look after your animals. Luckily, you have the best human to help you. You take them everywhere with you. They make you feel safe and are basically a member of the family. If you didn't know better, they almost seemed electee. There is one creature you haven't collected yet, a worm. These ferocious omnivores by themselves aren't a real threat, but they are pack hunters. If you spot one, a pod of 20 or more are sure to be lying in wait. Studying them is a pain as well. They will literally eat anything, including wounded or dead members of their own kind. At one point, you plan to get close enough to a worm in order to use the commande glyph and ride one back to Dolrim. Your human had to talk you down from that idea, and in retrospect, they were right. It's still nice to be able to leave the city and see the desert, watching the wild Canards race across the sands, defying dark, damp tunnels full of Goros, and sometimes, if lucky, a burrow full of Lepo. Life thrives all around, if you know where to look. I hope you've enjoyed the story, and if you'd like me to write one about you, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Well, thank you very much for the kind words, and I did write one for you. Part 95 of Write My Commenters as if they were in Glassheart. Lynn, this one is for you, and I hope you enjoy it. Pieces on the board. Everyone sees the electee court as the driving force of Dolrim, the pillars that hold the city up as it reaches for new height. If only they knew. The masses don't know is that there isn't one court. There are three. Each member of the Trinity holds their own, a following of devoted electee vying for as much attention as their masters allow. Eventually, they will need to speak with the other courts by way of ambassadors. As an ambassador for the Dreamer's Court, it is your duty to hold Manassa's interest at heart and see her will done in the other courts. After 2 centuries, however, It's apparent that Manasa doesn't truly care about that. Win or lose, as long as her projects aren't disturbed, then she would let the courts kill each other. Others of your profession have seen this trend, happy to enjoy the easy life and grow fat. You see this for what it truly could mean, an opportunity. If the city dances to the Trinity song, you are at least going to set the tempo. Through misinformation, the occasional slip-up, and guile, you move Dolrim in a direction that you feel appropriate. The work is slow, but electees have nothing but time. Alliances are only temporary in this game. No tears are shed for sacrificing a pawn to save a queen. It isn't all schemes and politics. Being an ambassador also allows someone to sample life from each of the great palaces. From the arts of Elio's court to the hunting grounds of Asoho, life is very much a buffet for you to sample to your heart's content. Some of your decisions have put you in hot water with your home court, a group of nobles calling for your removal. You could back off for a bit, play nice with the Oracle Palace, or you could double down, show some of your hand. Let them know who's really controlling the board. Decisions, decisions. Hope you enjoyed this story, and if you'd like me to write one about you, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Anybody can be added to the list. Part 96 of Write My Commenters as if they were in Glassheart. Good girls, this story is for you. Sometimes what we need is a good book. Solace, at times referred to as the Free City, founded on the principle that all things, including knowledge, should be freely shared. A beautiful sentiment, to be sure, however, much harder to be put into practice. Living in a pirate town certainly is exciting, a constant rotation of new and old faces coming through. What suffers is trade. The goods that come in are what can be looted from downed ships. Not only are prices high, but there's no telling what the ships will bring. Dune sails need to be mindful of their weight. Food and water will always be chosen over luxury items, hiking the price even higher. As a book merchant, you feel this more than most. The world is filled with amazing stories that you want to share them with the people of your city. Stories can teach lessons, expand our thinking, and awaken us in ways previously undiscovered. Each new book that makes its way to the mountain is a treasure, and you will pay anything for it. It took a lot of time and shims, but eventually you were able to build Solace's first printing press. With the help of some local hobs, paper is easy enough to come by, turning one book into many. It still falls on you to get the word out. Each week you open your shop to the public to host readings and discussions of the newest books off the press. Certain nights you close the doors and a very select group are invited to come inside and discuss your spicier collection. With readings, discussions, and reenactments, it always promises to be a fun night for everyone involved. I hope you've enjoyed this story, and if you'd like to be added to the list, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one.